Hey guys, it's Matt. Today we're going to be talking about Nikon's 200 to 500mm f5.6 lens. I just picked this thing up a couple weeks ago and decided to give it a shot up in northern Minnesota, and let me tell you, this thing is awesome. This lens weighs just over 5 pounds, and in its collapse mode like this, it's just 11.5 inches long. And I say just. This thing is huge. When you extend this and you put the lens hood on it, it goes all the way out to 17.5 inches. So I bought this lens from B&H in New York, and that's where I mainly buy all of my gear. As you can see, some of the lenses back here. It doesn't come with a case though, and so that's one downfall that I decided to purchase a case. I ended up purchasing the 8th case from B&H for only $35. For me, I wanted to make sure there's just a little bit more safety when traveling with this lens, so the $35 wasn't a big deal to me. This case has plenty of room inside of it, and it's pretty durable for the lens. You can always spend more money, but for me, this does the trick. So let me show you how this lens fits inside of it. I tuck it down inside, and as you can see, there's still enough room. I've been able to attach my Nikon D810 while the lens is still in the case, and I can close it up, lock it shut, and now I'm all set to go. So it's got a big strap on it, which makes it nice for carrying it around. So this is how the 200 to 500 looks without its lens hood on it. You can see in the middle that there's a lock button, so you can lock it at 200 millimeters when you're traveling. So now that we've looked at this lens a little bit, let's take a look at some images and see how good it really is. First up is a photo of a great gray owl. This was my first time photographing owls, so I wasn't sure how hard they would be to photograph. The 200 to 500 focused pretty quickly, so I was able to get some great shots. I noticed that as the owls got further away, the camera had a little trouble keeping them focused. I'd say 8 out of 10 shots in continuous mode were focused correctly, which is still pretty good. As we zoom into this image here, you can see how sharp it is. There's a lot of details within the owl and its surroundings. This photo was taken at 1/2000th of a second at f5.6, ISO 400, and 500 millimeters. All of these photos I'm about to show you were handheld. This lens performed a lot better than I thought it would, since I was hand holding it the entire time. So the next image here shows an owl going in for the kill. Once again, this image is nice and sharp. The owl was moving pretty fast, and the lens did a great job keeping it in focus. This is one of the first photos I took with the Nikon 200 to 500 to test its sharpness. There was a bird perched up in a tree, and I had to zoom in all the way to 500 millimeters to get this shot. I thought that the lens might have some issues with focusing because there were so many branches in front of the bird and behind the bird, but it ended up doing a great job finding the bird and keeping it in focus. This is the last image we will look at. This is a wolf at the Wolf Center in Ely, Minnesota. I shot this at the same settings as the owl photos, but this was only at 400 millimeters. I had to shoot through a window, but that didn't seem to bother the lens at all. My focus point was on the eye of this wolf, and once again, you can see how sharp it really is. This photo was cropped in just a little bit, because the wolf was moving non-stop as I took photos of it. If you have any questions about these photos, feel free to comment below and I'll answer them as soon as I can.